All right, and for this edition of Know Your Vote, PNC's Tim Blas-McHenry sat down with the Ordot Chalan-Pago mayoral candidates. Today, we bring you candidates Adolfo Palacios and Edward Cruz. Here's more.
First up is former Senator Adolfo Palacios. We asked him why he's running for mayor.
I want to focus on the needs and the problems of this district. I have been a resident of Ordot and Chalan-Pago continuously since 1969. So I went through this process, and I know what it takes to address those problems and needs.
Senator Palacios previously served multiple terms in the GUAM legislature. He says this is his biggest strength. He says he has a working relationship with at least 10 existing lawmakers. He also says this will help him pass legislation for his village and even open up lines of communication with GUAM's lawmaking body. Additionally, Palacios was a police officer for 20 years, retiring as a captain. He also owns a private security firm that he created in 1987. What are some of the important issues and goals, should he be elected, that are important to him? He says he's going to work on the infrastructure in Ordot Chalan-Pago. He also says he will do a feasibility study to determine how to improve the village's sewer systems. He also wants to widen and improve the safety of My Road. He says the road right now is narrow and dangerous. One of his goals is to fix up that road. He also says he wants to utilize the community center.
I would put there a full-time one person with a working phone, if nothing else, to receive residents who would go there because it's closer there. That would be like a satellite office for the mayor's office.
Palacios says people should vote for him because
I have the experience that can help me, enable me to perform as a mayor. The things that needs to be done, for example, I know how to get those things done through collaboration with the legislature, with my own municipal planning council, for example, and they go together and we lobby for that.
Next up is mayoral candidate Edward Cruz. Mr. Cruz, we asked why he's running for office.
I want to do something for my community that's never been done, and it's still not being done. And the thing is that no matter what party you are, Republican, Democrat, Independent, which is a non-party, you have to help everybody in the community. Whether they're old, they're young, we have to help each other. Whether there's money or not, hey, like they say, the Lord gave you two hands, one to help yourself, the other to help others.
Cruz wants to bring tradition back to the village of Ordot Chalan-Pago. He's worked various jobs over his career, from a tour bus driver to a backhoe operator. He's been on the ground floor, he says. He's attended school in Ordot Chalan-Pago during his younger years. But what are some of the issues and goals that he thinks is important? Well, most importantly, Cruz wants to revitalize the community center. This includes involving the Manonku in everyday activities. He wants to build a community garden at the center. He says they can grow all sorts of vegetables and other things that he could then sell to people and use those proceeds to go back to the community center.
I want to put a garden and I want to put a playground. And at the same time, that playground, because we have a tennis court that we don't utilize, put a playground there because the foundation's already set. All we need to do is get the equipment. The baseball field. Let's put a running track around that baseball field so the people in our village that like to run, walk, they don't have to go to Tidzan, they don't have to go to Paseo and save gas.
So why should people vote for Mr. Cruz?
If you vote for me, hey, I'm going to handle as many issues as we can and resolve as many as can, and especially the ones that haven't been resolved for years.
For PNC News, I'm Tim Blas-McHenry.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow for part 2, where we sit down with incumbent Mayor Jesse Gogui, as well as his challenger Willie Brennan.